Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Mini Murray. Today I'm going to be continuing the series that I started a while back of ranking the top 10 players at every position in the NBA. Last time we did point guards. Now we're moving on to shooting guards, which in my opinion is probably the hardest position to rank just because they're all so different. I mean, most of them a couple of them are similar on this list, but a lot of them are very different in a lot of different ways. But let's just get started. If you guys want me to make more videos like this, even with like college too, because I like college a lot. Shout out to the Nebraska Cornhuskers, big win this today. But yeah, I can do it with college or WNBA. I don't know much, but yeah, I'll do it with pretty much any sport, any types of thing, whatever you guys want. Just let me know. So let's just get started. First of all, Shea and Kyrie, I guess technically could be considered shooting guards, but I put them on my point guards list, so I'm not going to include them. So if you think they should be on this list, just know that they're on the point guards list. So let's just start. I got obviously 10 rankings. We're going to go from 10 to 1, starting with honorable mentions, though. These three players are all very young and haven't really shown enough sample size, in my opinion. Two of them are rookies. One's a second-year player who got hurt. So Colin Knueppel, VJ Edgecombe, and Jared McCain are my three honorable mentions. I think all three of them are capable of being on this list. They just haven't shown enough sample size. They haven't played a whole season yet. McCain was obviously hurt, and I know Colin has been playing out of his mind recently. He had 33 last night. So I think they're definitely capable of being on this list. They're just too young and haven't shown enough yet. So starting at number 10, we'll go from 10 to 1 here. Shaedon Sharpe is my number 10 ranked shooting guard. He has a lot of potential, especially going to the rim. He's had some pretty cool poster dunks, but along with that, he's a great attacker. Probably needs a better jump shot, but I think he has very high potential when going downhill. The Trailblazers, I think, are a very underrated team between him and Deni Avdija, who could be an all-star this year. So I'm a really big fan of Shaedon Sharpe, and I think he has a lot of potential. So at number 9, I have Desmond Bane, who's kind of had a pretty down season for the Magic. They got him, I think, because they needed more shooting, and he shot the ball decent. I think he's had better shooting seasons, like with the Grizzlies, but he's a very consistent shooter. Sometimes his percentages are pretty bad. I don't know what his percentages are exactly. Maybe it'll be up on screen, but he just maybe needs to be a little bit more consistent. I don't know how good of a defender he is. I wish he could just be a little bit better there. I feel like the guys ahead of him are just more consistent. So that's why I have him at number 9. He's definitely a better shooter than Shaedon Sharpe. So that's why I have him at 9. At number 8, I got Norman Powell, who honestly might be an all-star this year. He's been playing out of his mind. One of the only bright spots for the Clippers. They have not been doing well, but he's having a career resurgence, honestly. Last 3-4 years, been playing really, really well. Great three-point shooter. Maybe not as smooth as the guys ahead of him, just because of obviously his older age, but I think he's honestly a sleeper on this list. When me and my buddy were coming up with this list, we didn't know really where to put him because we knew he should be on the list. It's just no one talks about him because he's a little bit older than most of the guys on here, and he's kind of underrated, to be honest. But I think he's very skilled. Obviously, great scorer, which is what you want out of a shooting guard. The guy ranked ahead of him is honestly pretty similar. Zach LaVine, great scorer. Perfect spot-up shooter. Needs to be better. Needs to be better at defensive end and just like overall, just like kind of consistency. Pretty similar to Desmond Bane, actually. I actually view them very similarly. Obviously, LaVine has probably been a little bit more proven just because he's older. I think he's actually in a perfect spot here. He's definitely better than Norman Powell, but he's definitely worse than the guy ahead of him, which is Tyler Hero. The guy ahead of him actually is very similar. So we'll kind of just talk about 5 and 6 here together because I think they are very similar players. The guy ahead of him, so I have Tyler Hero at 6 and Austin Reeves at 5. Austin Reeves has had an amazing season so far, obviously with Luka and LeBron being out, and now with both of them back, he can just be that third guy who will give you 20 points a night, shoot 50% from 3. He's doing great, honestly. Hero is very similar to Reeves. Like, there's a lot of similarities on this list, actually. And I think, honestly, Austin Reeves is just better at everything than Tyler Hero. But they're very similar. Austin Reeves is a better playmaker, better shooter, better defender, on a better team. Like, I think, honestly, Hero is just a little bit, like, maybe 3 steps down from where Austin Reeves is. And, honestly, I've never really been a big fan of Austin Reeves, but watching this year how he's been able to perform with Luka and LeBron, like, on the court and with them off the court, like, he's just been very solid for the Lakers and a big reason why they're 17-6 right now. Jaylen Brown, I have at number 4. He's kind of had a little bit of a down season. I don't think he's even close to good shooting and, like, ball handling as the guy ahead of him, which we'll talk about later. But I do think he is a better defender and overall just player than Austin Reeves. His versatility is much better. Obviously, better defender because he's bigger. Obviously, definitely was a big piece of why they won the championship. I think they had a legit shot at it last year in the East until Tatum got hurt. Celtics have had a little bit of a down year, but honestly, they've been playing very well without Tatum. So I think Jaylen Brown is due for a good mid-season way through. But I don't think he's as good as these top 3 guys. I think it was a pretty easy top 3. At number 3, I have Devin Booker. He is one of the best shooters and overall scorers in the league. He's not as good going to the rim as I would like him to be. I mean, none of these 3 guys, the top 3, are great defenders, but I would say he's definitely the worst of the 3. Just not as physical than the guy ahead of him. And I don't think he's maybe a better scorer than the guy ahead of him. I just don't feel like he has as much versatility going to the rim. And that's the reason why he's number 3. Moving up to number 2, Anthony Edwards. Some people may get mad at me for not having him at 1. I don't know if he's as good of a shooter, and I don't think he has the clutch gene that our number 1 guy has. I feel like, this may not matter to most people, but he's not as good of a leader as the number 1 guy. The number 1 guy, okay, we'll just talk about number 2 here. Number 2 and 1 here. The number 1 guy had 48 points last night and led his team to a win. The only reason why they won that game was because of him. Like, they were down 15 points going into the fourth quarter, and then he absolutely erupted. Half of his points were in the fourth quarter. Donovan Mitchell is the clutchest guy on this list. He's a great scorer, underrated passer, honestly. He is honestly one of the favorites for clutch player of the year, in my opinion. He's been very valuable to his team. Obviously, the Cavaliers have had a great season because of injuries, but he's always reliable to his team. I think Ant may be a better defender. I just don't think he's even close to as good of a scorer as Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is an amazing scorer, averaging over 33 points per game this season. I think it was a clear number 1. Those 2, you could flip back and forth, I guess. But in my opinion, I thought it was pretty obvious to put Donovan Mitchell number 1. So as we wrap this up here, let's go over the list again. Honorable mentions: VJ Edgecombe, Jared McCain and Conk Nipple. Number 10, Shaedon Sharpe. Number 9, Desmond Bane. Number 8, Norman Powell. Number 7, Zach LaVine. Number 6, Tyler Hero. Number 5, Austin Reeves. Number 4, Jaylen Brown. Number 3, Devin Booker. Number 2, Anthony Edwards. And number 1, Donovan Mitchell. So that's my shooting guard list. Let me know how soon you want me to put the small forwards out. There was a big time gap between the point guards and the shooting guards. I apologize for that. Just never really had the motivation to make the video, but now I do. Let me know what you guys think about the graphics. Hopefully, there'll be graphics on the screen. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Small forwards coming next. So appreciate you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Road to 300 subs, and I will see you guys later. Peace.